Somebody asked Father if
Thank
there
you,
were
Father.
similarities between the Shroud of Turin and the Tilma of Juan.
Of Guadalupe, Our Lady of Guadalupe. Yeah, there have been studies on that. In fact,
Here's
in Rome.
If you don't mind, I'd like to read it just because this person, even though they're a local supporter, also gave me a $20 tip to read this. So thank you, Emilio. It's very kind of you. Have there been any comparisons between the Shroud and St. Juan Diego's Tilma with the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe? I've heard that the image is also incredibly thin on the Tilma, and I was wondering if there is any similarities.
Yeah, some have noticed these similarities, especially at the face and the hands, because if you remember, there you have the Virgin who's wearing clothes. So there are aspects that have said to be parallel or similar, analogous in some way. So much so that there was a congress in Rome at one point that brought some researchers together, and it was called the Two Linens, and they were highlighting some of these aspects. Now, I have to be fair. There is not nearly the same level of research done on the Tilma as on the Shroud of Turin. And so it remains to be seen just to what extent this is the case. But we can see certain things that seem to be similar. Certainly many have. There's surprising aspects on the Tilma. I'm not an expert in that, so I don't want to speak to that. I'll leave that to others. I know this, that the Tilma has been treated, has been painted. So, for example, there's certain rays around the angel, around the body of the Blessed Virgin Mary that have clearly been add-ons. And so layers of protection have called into question whether it's even possible to test the Tilma in the same way or to the same degree as we've done on the Shroud. And so while that is a wish, it remains in the future. We can't say definitively that these characteristics are the same, but that some have suggested that we have kind of photonegative quality or three-dimensional qualities. I don't want to speak dogmatically about that, but I do think it's interesting that obviously, I mean, how many people have converted through that Tilma, through the miracle that we celebrate there in December. And that, I mean, upon the millions we're talking, like more than we lost in the Protestant Reformation have come back to the faith through Our Lady there in Mexico.
Go Mary.
Go Mary, exactly.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe or you're a dingus. What's a dingus exactly?
Used to refer to something one cannot or does not wish to name specifically.
You don't have to subscribe, but if you did, I'd love it. You dingus.
Like the video. That's where we're using that one. Take one.